All right. I believe we are live again. So webcam, yep, webcam's good. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Post a Discord link. All right. Today the plan. Basically global market stuff is what I want to work on today. I think for the most part, I might do some bugs and stuff as well. Let me quickly sound check as well. Should have done that first. Let's see. Create clip. Good stuff is what I want to work on today. Yep. Very good. Yo, John, what's up? How's it going, man? Welcome in. Just started up. Yeah, it's interesting today. We got the big one again. It's been a while since that happened. I don't know why that happens. It's going good. That's good. Earlier stream for me today. And I didn't manage to stream yesterday because I had some real life stuff I had to deal with. I couldn't quite find a long enough stretch of time to be able to pull it off, but otherwise, here we are. Also, hopefully everything's still good on the Twitch side. They're starting to pester me quite a bit about affiliate or something like that. I think like wanting me to put ads on and stuff like that, but I just keep saying no, so I don't know. Hopefully everything still continues to work fine on the channel. Otherwise, I'll just switch to streaming on YouTube, which I might do eventually anyway. But anyway, today, I'm going to do some global market stuff again and possibly some salvage stuff. I did still do a little bit of work yesterday. I basically made these salvage tubes, which I can talk through. But as I said, I didn't manage to do any streaming. But they're basically just pneumatic tubes where the salvage you drop off, in theory. Still some problems, it looks like. We'll just get sucked through the tubes, essentially. So ideally, I'm thinking this is where, when you drop it off, this is how it'll get into the mother sub. And then also when you go to the global market to sell your stuff, you'll see these pipes, like all the stuff going from these pipes into the corporation. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Well, I'm not sure why that one gets stuck like that. It's also quite hard to get them in, so I might need to figure something out for that. You kind of need to come dead on with it. Probably a little bit awkward. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, I can quickly show just in case people are watching and want to see how to make something like this. I pretty much just made in Blender 2 models. One is just a tube cylinder, and then one of them is like an end cap, basically. The cylinder has 2 materials, then brought that into, and then had a bunch of loop cuts around, and then in Unreal basically made a spline mesh system, which I don't know. Maybe I'll scroll over the code in case you want to pause and look at how I did it. This is not the function. This is the function. just go through the spline basically and add spline mesh components along it. Pretty much it, really. Yeah, which is a handy thing to do sometimes. So you can see I can like customize the basically like making a hydra slide more or less. Yeah, so that is what I did yesterday. I haven't actually put this in the game anywhere. I just made it ahead of time in case we want to use this for something. There's still a few issues, I think, where it can get a little kinked up like that. Mesh isn't quite perfect. I would probably have to add another point to make that work. Maybe. I don't know. It's getting like twisted there for some reason. I'm not sure why. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I did yesterday. And today I want to work on the global market. So before the stream, I was quickly looking at also, I'm trying without music today. I had someone post on a comment on the VODs on YouTube about preferring basically without music. So I'm going to try that today. This person. They like the unedited videos, but they don't like the the music. So I think for today I've just turned it off, but I think long term what I'll do is I'll do the thing where like I can hear the music, but it doesn't record into the VOD. Yeah, all good, John. Have fun playing with your friends. We'll catch you if you're back. If not, no worries. It's not going to be a very long stream today anyway. Yeah, so when I was looking at this, basically the global market, I did do a refactor. I guess, let me show you that as well in case you're interested in how I did that. In case you're really heavily following along with. Last time we were working on this location destination system. And we did get it working, but to be able to implement it properly, I basically had to how do I explain this? I had to basically make a server authoritative version of the destinations that get replicated out rather than client generated. So I'll quickly jam through what I did. And yeah, again, in case you're following along, basically the gist of it is the travel manager, now rather than dealing with this struct which just had the parameters needed to generate a procedural level, basically it now deals with this thing, an object travel location. I probably need to rename some of these functions still, because like I think there's one called like it still calls it like dive site, for example. But yeah, these functions used to take in struct. Now they take in this travel location. All the logic is still the same though, and the travel location, all that basically is it's an object base class, but it can contain but it is basically replicated. Objects aren't usually replicated by default unless it's a actor component. Jeez, excuse me. I didn't get to my mic time. Holy moly. Unless it's an actor component or an actor. So because I wanted to use objects for this and not actors, I basically made a replicated object. Yeah. And then in Unreal, basically, well, hang on, let me take one step back. real quick to finish the summary. So the travel locations, rather than an array of dive sites or whatever, now this has an array of this object, which we have one of these that does. Let's see, I'll show you. Travel location. So this is a child class of that one we were looking at, and it basically has the struct inside it. But that means we can have other ones like the global market, for example. And these get replicated. So basically all that means is that the server now has a bunch of data that it replicates to the clients, those objects, rather than the server replicating the dive site array directly and the clients building their own objects based on that. Crusading Catfish, welcome in. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. Just explaining some of the stuff I worked on between streams. Yeah, so anyway, but point is basically it works the same as before. It's just now it's replicated. So the server is in control of these objects, which is handy. Because if I need to replicate other custom data to do with like the market, for example, could have the I can get rid of that. Could have the market rate inside the location itself, and that way, if we ever decided to have multiple corporations that you could travel to, they could offer different rates at each location, for example. But so that's why I did that. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the gist of it. I did have to change some of the UI stuff a little bit. Travel. What is it? Travel screen. But it is basically the same. We just generate the travel options based on the locations now rather than the struct. And then we basically just map that to a travel option, which is different than a location. And the option is like the actual option on this board, which then has the widget inside that. I might take out this layer, to be honest, but yeah, that's what we've done there. So the other thing is I want to check out quickly a few things that Lemon did between streams, which is basically some new tiles, some map edge stuff, and some thermal vents. So I might just do a quick play and we'll see if we can see any of that stuff. So let's see. We got moderate hostility 98%. That's probably what we want. I just noticed these are all called Operation Alpha as well. Need to fix that. Travel there. All right, and let's see what we get. It's going to take a second to generate because it's an editor and I haven't opened these maps before. So just because we're in Unreal right now, it's going to have to do shaders and whatnot. In the actual built game, this wouldn't happen. Unlike the actual Steam version or whatever. I think we actually have some missing tiles by the look of that. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure I see some new shapes here. The trench, yeah, okay. Let me see, are we missing tiles? We are. Wonder why. Alright. Dang it, I stopped the game. Okay, we're gonna have to pick another thing. Moderate 63%. Electrical interference will go there. Actually, yeah, this will be good. If I generate it again, I'll see if we're always missing tiles. Because it could be that the tile class isn't set, or the level isn't set, or it could be a problem with the generation. Um, hmm, cool. All right, let's go do a dive. So we got 10 minutes. Oof, 81% value. Whoa, that's a lot of jellyfish. Okay, too many jellyfish. That's right. Alrighty, what do we got? I can already see an eel coming for us. Turn the lights off. Some scrap there. I'm gonna actually go the other way. There's the Meg right above us. Don't think he knows we're here though. We just be very sneaky. Okay, so we've got an eel to our left as well. Actually, I better move if I just do a scan like that, because the Meg might come and wreck us if we... Okay, I see some scrap right there. Something behind us. Yep, that was the eel. So the eels will try and come and grab us if it sees us with our lights on. Wait for him to get out of here. Otherwise, relatively passive. Okay. Alright, what else we got? Oh, there's a bobbit fish right there. Okay. There was an eel coming through the forest at us there. I'm gonna actually leave that scrap because there's a bobbit fish. So you need to be careful as well with my lights off with the ninjas around. And there could also be stonefish. Let's do a scan. Something ahead of us. Some more scrap. Nice. Alright, and I have enough scrap to head back, but I'm gonna just do a quick lap and see if I can spot anything of interest. Okay, I need to watch out for, you see these black spots here? They're basically big giant worms below the ground waiting to kill us. In fact, can just turn the light off and get into a jellyfish swarm. Ah, that's right. I can't take that back. Oh, wait. Okay. Bobbit fish there. Alright, I'm going to head back. There's an eel. Should be this way. That is the eye of our sub. Yo, Seesawer. Welcome in. It's also draining my power the whole time I'm holding this scrap as well, so I can't hold it forever. It should be fine. I'm pretty sure we recharge you when you get up in the mother sub. Oh, pretty sure that was the Meg, was it? Yep. Meg just tried to dive at us then because I used the sonar. And I just dodged it. I don't know if you saw that dot come flying in. I didn't see him near us. Okay, we need to get down close to the ground. Hopefully not get caught by a fish. Holy. That was a close one. Alright. So I'm going to go west once we redock. It's a shame I can't say right now. Okay, we have 4 minutes left. I'm going to go west. There's the eel. Should probably turn the lights off then. I'm actually going to redock real quick. 'Cause, yeah, we have what, 4 minutes? I just want to quickly check the map on where a good spot to go would be. So north is actually down right now. So if I go... yeah, I guess we check the west. Basically just grab a couple more things and then go because we're running out of time. Damn. There's eels everywhere right now. Oh, there's an engine. Okay. There's an engine. So we added it. He'll instantly kill me if he grabs me. We added the thing yesterday where... Let me see if I can scan him. If I get into the jellyfish swarm... he should leave me alone, I think. Because it's too bright for him in here. And I guess in case you haven't seen it, this is what happens if he does catch you. So he'll sneak up when he's in, like if you light him up, he'll run away. But then also the eel will come and try and grab me. Oof. Yeah, he does just want a hug. He just wants a little hug. See? Just a wee hug. Must be friendly. Such a friendly guy. Ripped all my stuff. Technically, I could sell it right now and cheat, but... but yeah, so you can hide in the bioluminescent swarms of jellyfish now. Oh yeah, and I get my creepy ghost of my past self, which is good. Okay, I want to do another drop. Oh, we're not clearing the array, huh? $63%. Moderate. Yeah, I think that's our best bet. I need to write that down. My notebook's on the floor. Hang on. I do kind of want to make a new creature, but today I want to try and do the global market thing. Even though, I don't know, it kind of seems like it doesn't really matter for this version. I kind of want to do some art stuff as well. Maybe I should just do what I... Oh, I am getting a call. Sorry, 1 second. I will be right back. I'm back. Um, it's it's my birthday today, so that was my mother calling to wish me a happy birthday. I couldn't not answer it. Normally I wouldn't answer the phone on stream, but obviously that was one that couldn't not. Thanks, John. How was the session? You really didn't miss much because I got stuck on a phone call most of the time you were away. Um, Great, nice. What were you playing? Um, I was busy testing some of the new map stuff. I'm going to continue that. Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2. Is that like 40k co-op thing that came out like what, a year ago maybe? Ah, yeah, cool. I do want to check that out one day. Pretty cool. I was a massive sucker for Warhammer Vermintide 2 for a long time, but I've never really never really mucked around with the 40k universe. Looks like a cool game though. What I wanted to check out, in fact, you know what? Since I've already wasted so much time this stream, I'm just gonna fly around and check it out. I just wanted to see some of the new. Oh hell yeah! The new tiles Lemon's been making. Might fix that today now that we're running a bit lower on time. I might. What new map stuff have I done? Well, it's actually Lemon done most of it. Oh, that's a bit of an awkward spawn point for that one. He's been working on some new tiles, which look pretty good. This is a massive tile here. Wait. Where is the tile? Yeah. We're getting overlap. Okay, I might need to be not supposed to be clipping. No, there's two tiles overlapping. I might look at that. Sorry. Sorry. Not supposed to be clipping. No, not supposed to be clipping. Okay, so I want to check out these new tiles. Maybe they could be authored wrong, but they're probably not. It's probably something else. Also, let me quickly generate another one. And now that I look at that, I remember location, travel, locations, not getting cleared after undocking, regenerating, and map tile sometimes failing / overlapping. Yeah, I just want to quickly see this level edges thing as well, if I can, before I go and we're probably going to end up doing some map stuff today. That's all right. I probably will go for another hour or two. So I might leave the global market again for another day so that I can spend the whole stream mostly on that. We'll see. We'll see. No promises. Yeah, see we're missing tiles again. I wonder if this is offset because this is clipping. Yeah, I think the rotation of this is wrong. Okay. Level edges doesn't seem to be a thing, so that's okay. Tiles, let's see. So kelp forest, I want to look at a tile I did originally, which was trench. Tell you what, let's go to just an empty level like this so that we can have some lighting. Trenches. Why is everything flashing when highlighted? Flashing? I don't know what you mean. Oh, it's stopped now. It could be, yeah, I'm not sure. So origin bottom left, so we've got X and Z, X and Y. So now if I look at caves, I'm gonna basically lay these tiles out so I can see. See them all in a line and see if the origins are right. The orange was bugged out for a sec, yeah. That's all good, probably just depends on the material. We are going to need to probably bake those down, that's okay though. So that's caves, we've got cliffs 01. Let me put snapping to 1000. Never mind, we're going to have to do 100 because okay, so that origin looks right. Cliffs 3. I should maybe make a tool to do this. That one looks right as well. Okay, and I thought that was the one that might be dodgy. So I don't think it is a problem with the authoring. But I'm going to continue to lay these all out. Kelp. These are all the possible tiles that can spawn. Everything looks okay so far. Yep, definitely not an authoring problem. Well, pretty sure it's not an authoring problem. So Cliffs 01. So there'd be 1 in the X, 1 in the Y, and 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, yep. Now this one would be Calypso 3. 5 other tiles. So we've got 1 in the X. Ah, that's why. It's set backwards. 1, 0, 0, 1, which is here. Then we need 1, 1. Yep. And then we've got here, which would be X would be 1, 2. 2, 0. Yeah, so this is 2, 0. And then 2, 1. Pretty sure that was the problem there. The rest of these are probably all good. Probably. I'll check that one, I suppose. Caves 01. Yep, that looks good. You know what? I'm not going to. Yeah, I'll save the map. Why not? Did I just save that to this folder? That is not what I wanted if I did. Did I put it in the maps? I did. Generated world. I'm going to make a new level again. And this one is going to be proc world gen testing. I'm not going to bake that right now. And then we'll grab a tile map. Tile world. Is that what I want? Tile world. Yep. Tile world. 5608. Do seed of 500. And I'll grab the tile world and what does it generate? Something. See if that will do it. Yep, Matt did it. Okay, so here is a generated map. What I'll do maybe is I'm going to do this on a loop so I can see it constantly generate. Couple more 9s. Unbind that event. And then after it's finished generating, I'll wait 10 seconds and then generate a new map. We still did miss one right here. Checking. Why did that one there not generate? Seem to sometimes have missing ones on the edges. Okay. Let's see why that is happening. Plugins, binaries. Or should I just make this no. Let's not get too carried away. I was gonna do the new tile generation system. I'll do that as a separate commit, but first I just want to see um why we can't put one there. So tile world. Go through all the cells, spawn attempts. Failed to spawn tile can happen if this returns false. If I make that 100, we'll see if that makes it not happen. if it still happens, then that's very unlikely to be just unluckiness, which is my leading theory, is that it just happens to try tiles that are too big 10 times, which already is pretty unlikely. But if it happens 100 times, then it's some other bug going on. But again, I'm not going to worry too much about that because we are going to be changing the system to a wave function collapse. So, I mean, I suppose I could do that. It all seems okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was that problem. So I'll commit these two fixes together. Um, increased tile spawn rise from 10 to 100 temp until wave function collapse. And then what else do I do? Fixed overflow tiles for X, Y being swapped, leaving gaps in map. Okay, let's see. Done. So is there a geyser? Vent? What is that thing called? Because I didn't see those generating. Thermal vent geysers. Oh, geothermal biome. Okay. BP geyser. GEY. All right. I'm gonna actually do a little bit of art stuff that I remember I was supposed to do, real quick. So the first one is a couple of new ground textures, because again, I'm probably not gonna do the cell world, or maybe I will. We'll see. Okay, go to test map, but I need to get these textures for lemon. I just remembered. So we have a ground texture here. It's fine, I guess. I need now sand, and I'm not sure if I have that already. As a thing. I'll see if we have it in Folklore Hunter. If not, Dino Smart Materials. Nope. Okay, let me open Folklore real quick. Second, let me just find the files. Not that one. Where did I put it? And I'll see if I have some textures from that we can use. Otherwise, I'll either find or make some. Applying shaders. So let me make a quick list then. So we'll do background drop sites. We'll do sand, rock textures. Because the other thing I could do, I don't know if I still have a thing for this or not. Do I? No, I guess I cancelled the subscription. I can download some old stuff that I had though. Not sure if any of these will be. Oh, sand. Okay. Looks like yes. And we got 512, so I'll grab both of those. I'm not sure if I'm going to do normal maps or not though. Still haven't really decided. Let's put I guess a curves on this. Maybe like that. Okay, we'll merge these. And now, if I'll just save as. You know what? Doesn't matter. Image size. How big did I do the other ones? Let me see. Textures, grounds, 128. There we go. That looks good to me. And then I'm pretty sure this is gonna tile, but just to check, if we offset by 64, no, it doesn't. Shit. Okay. I wonder why. Was this not tiling originally? Maybe. How big is this? 512, so 256. It is. Okay. Okay, we'll step it. So we'll go down half. And that's still fine. We'll wrap it, and then I'll step it down one more. Offset 64, 64. Okay, now we're tiling. Okay, and then if I image mode, I guess we can just index it here. Okay, let's save this as PSD. And I will export, what do they say? Export for web. And that's, I can do the downsampling here. So PNG will go, I think we said, well, I'll start with no dither, no transparency, colors 8, 4. And then if we do diffusion, yeah, we'll do 8. Sand.png. Don't actually need folklore open anymore. By the time it opened, I was already done. All right. We could do the normal map as well, but I'm not sure we need that, to be honest. So let's see. Environment. No. Landscape. Here we go. Imports. Sand. Tell you what, let's just not even worry about it. Let's just get the sand in here as well. Login test. Apply. Alright, we'll see what happens there. I'm just going to go to the bathroom. One sec. Mike's still muted. Thank you very much, John. That would have been a very quiet rest of the stream had you not have noticed that. Appreciate it. I was just trying to pick a noise texture to use for this masking here. this. If I plug that in, you should see that noise texture spread across the whole landscape. Yeah. Can probably be even bigger, honestly. And now if we were using that to mask, so we did a lerp. Between these two. Then we get a little bit of sand mixed in as well. The other thing we could maybe do is contrast this up a little bit. Hmm, maybe not. I could also, if we want hard edge, I could round it. Hmm. And then saturate somewhere. Actually, do it here. Saturate that, and then round it. If we wanted that kind of distribution, if I take away the rounding, we'll get more gradient. Yeah, I think something like this will be fine. Times that by 2, so we get bigger patches, and then instead of rounding over here, I can do what I was doing before and do a contrast. Make the edges of that a little harder. Yeah, I think that's probably good. Maybe let's put one. All right, and now out of interest, so now we have a couple of textures going on. It's pretty obviously tiling though. I'm gonna cancel that. Hang on. I'm gonna redo the ground texture, I think. Ground texture. So I'm gonna go. I need to color correct this, I think. So adjustments. We could just maybe do a hue and saturation. Contrast it up, and then it's gonna be a good way to do this. Levels. What about I just do a janky fill layer? Merge those, and then brightness and contrast. All right, and then we have this on top, this layer. So, what's going to be the best way? Is it overlay? Yeah. If I want to get a little more depth going on. Like that, perhaps. Okay, now we need to start knocking down the size. Oh, geez, 1024. Okay. It's going to take a second. So we'll go down 1024. Offset by 512. Still looks okay. Image size, we're going to go 512. Offset 256. 256. Still no seam. And then image, no, let's go down one. I'll keep stepping it. I could potentially just go all the way down, but I'm trying to make sure we keep as much texture integrity as we can. And now 128 here. I'm gonna go nearest on this one, I think. Yeesh, it's pretty noisy. Filter 64. All right, and then we will save that as soil. think diffusion on this one. Because I'm gonna step away, I think, from this level of what do you call it? Quantization. And slightly more higher fidelity. I could keep going up in fidelity, but the more higher fidelity I go, the more time I have to spend making textures and stuff like this, and the less time I can spend making basically gameplay. So I need to try and find the balance. Might be a little too red, to be honest. Probably a bit too red, but I think I like that level of detail a little more. Definitely a bit higher in the detail, which I think is cool. So what are we? We're a little too red right now. Image adjustments. I guess hue and saturation. Place the texture. Re-import. There we go. Slightly less red. I think that's good. All right. Now we will go to the actual map and see how that feels. The textures will be different for different themes, obviously. But I'm trying to keep these ones semi-generic. We should have proper tile map generation now as well. Excuse me. Okay. Yep. We got an engine right there. Yeah, this feels a little better to me, I think. Definitely does. Need to texture that guy still. New ground looks sick. Yeah, appreciate it. I think it does look better, eh? I'm going to wrap up the stream very soon, but what I'll do is quickly add a couple more details to the landscape, I think. There we go. So, thinking maybe what I might do. Let's see. Because what I'm thinking I just need to figure out exactly what I'm going to put, is some more ground stuff on the ground, because it's very like empty right now. I'm just trying to think what I'll put there. I might just do some small rocks, could do some foliage, could do like some pebbles, could do some sand kind of dune things, maybe. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think maybe I'll leave it the possibility of it being open. All right. Catch you later, Seesawer. Nice to have you. Nice to have you here. Um, let's see. Let's see the rock texture. If I have it. No, let's do that as well then. I don't think I do. Um, textures, ground stones. Do this one next. Since I'm doing textures, I might as well do this one as well. This is height. That's AO. I mean, AO might be helpful. And height. So AO literally is just going to be a multiply. And then height will be an overlay. If I take this all the way down to 128, I just want to see what this will do. I'll save as textures, rock. I'll save it as a PSD. Assets, no, not here. Source content, textures, rock. So 8 with diffusion. Try this. Rock.png. Just so I can get a feel for this as one as well. Environment assets. Re-import with a new file. generate a level real quick. It's giving me Halo vibes, this texture, to be honest. Just don't know if I like that. What did I say in the other one? Was it 512? Hey, hey John, how's it going? World aligned blend. No, I'm trying to do a world line texture, but uh without it messing up the map. Okay, because you can see the filters all messed up. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna make a custom one. That's what I'm gonna do. Here for now. MF. Borderline texture filtered or something. Well, not filtered technically. Okay, so now we have this. Now I can come into this one and get how do I don't know. The only way I know how to do it is like this. But that will take up 3 slots, which kind of sucks. Yeah, so now we should have the same texture density on the rocks as the ground, which is good. Landscape master. Let's see, we have landscape, layer blends. We're going to have one called auto, which is the default, with preview weight of 1, constant height input, and then we're going to have another one, which will be called rock. Weight blends. And then, yeah, we have one more sand. Wait, sand, rock we don't have yet. Okay. Now we are going to have to go to the other map I had, the tile layout. I guess this is the downside of doing it with landscapes, to be perfectly honest with you. But like, for example, let's grab, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe that was a bad idea because now I have to update all of these. Auto rock layer info. Sand layer info. Kind of thought those would auto update. They appear to not. Because I'm pretty sure if I go into this and find the actual landscape, take that off and then put it back in. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. What have I forgotten then? Because that should just be everywhere by default. Preview weight, constant layer input. I don't know why that is doing that then. That's slightly problematic. Because it would mean I'd have to go through basically do this, and then we'd have to make the brush smaller. But yeah, anyway, the point was that I was going to show you is that I can now, I should, although I don't know if, is that, I'm not convinced that is coming through 100%. It's not, okay. I see. Damn, how do I make this be the default one then? If I do alpha blend, I'm just fiddling around now. I feel like, did that not used to work where you could just set the default layer? Because it seems to be this layer is filled with nothing, which I didn't. I thought there always had to be a layer. Uh, in which case, so we can lerp between If one of those is, the more one of those is set, the more we use that. Otherwise, we use this. There we go. So now I think I can, yeah, I can override. So it's going to just have this by default, but I can override anywhere I want. That is what I was trying to go for. I don't know. I feel like I didn't used to have to do it that way though. Like if we wanted to blend these rocks in better or anything like that. Not that it matters a huge amount, to be honest, but yeah, and I should also be able to just paint sand wherever. Yeah, if I want more sand or less sand. No weight blending. Ah, shit. That's why they have changed it. Advanced weight blending. That's why I was getting confused, because, yeah, it is different than it used to be. So now if I paint rock, I think, oh no. So take out all the sand. Now there's rock there. If I paint sand, it takes out the rock. If I paint rock, it takes out the sand. That's what I was trying to do before. Okay. I didn't realize that was different now. And then you can just leave nothing. Put the auto. Anyway, you get the point. I think I'm just going to leave the stream there. I feel like I'm just rambling and not really doing a lot of interesting stuff right now. But maybe you learned something, maybe not. But this is, yeah, this is what we're going to do. I'm not sure about the rock texture, to be perfectly honest. I might end up changing that again. Generated world. I'll quickly check how that all looks and that it works. Dang it. I have to pick a map first. Probably shouldn't be selecting the global market by default. Man, I'm really in the dark now, huh? The sun's gone. Doesn't really matter because I'm about to finish up, but I can probably up the exposure again now. All right, so we're at the site. So my plans next time, by the way, when we do the global market, is I'm gonna right now you sell the cargo here. What I'm thinking I'll do is I'll get rid of this board and I'm gonna put a door, like an airlock door here, and then when you're landed at the global market or anywhere that you're able to basically like dock to another building, you'll be able to go through this door. It'll open up and go into the market. Basically, it's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll see. I'll think about it a bit more between streams. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the new ground. I think it looks way better. I need to get rid of some of these cubes still. Selling, I think, will work the same way pretty much, except you'll go to, you'll have to go to a particular location. to do it. And I want to try and use the pipe thing, which I'm not sure if you saw at the start of the stream or not, but the salvage pipe system. So you see the salvage that you've collected. Yeah, basically, we were thinking of having a window or somewhere we physically on your sub, you can see like a massive pile of all the junk you've collected. And then when you sell it, it just basically vacuums it into the market. The only problem with that that I need to think about is if I do it that way, it'll be way more satisfying and look way cooler, but you won't really be able to choose what to sell and what not to sell. You would just be kind of like controlling whether you're selling currently or not. So I'm not sure. Otherwise, I might put the board, that sell board back there again, and you still click on that. But then when you click on it, it basically puts it in the tube and sends it around to the market. Yeah. So functionally, not a huge amount will be different. It'll just hopefully make the game feel a little more like polished and cohesive if it's more satisfying to sell stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the stream there. Thanks for tuning in. We got some new textures in. I think things are looking a bit better. The stream was a bit all over the place today because I didn't really get what I wanted to done, but we did make a little bit of progress. Fixing a few bugs and making some new textures and whatnot. But yeah, so apologies for that. I probably will stream again, I think probably Monday my time. It's Sunday right now. I'll probably won't be streaming in the weekend. So yeah, we'll catch you all in a couple of days or so. Until then, have a good weekend, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. It's Sunday for me? No, it's Friday for me right now. All right. See you, John. Bye. Bye, everyone.